Hey man, we back, man.
BEAST.
Good Hennessy Show. You see, they up here trying to spell the website. Go ahead and just tell the people because we live right now.
Cool.
Tell the people what's the website real quick.
NewGARebellion.com.
NEWREBELLION.com.
Yes,
Cool,
sir.
man.
Welcome back to the Good Hennessy Show, man. Beast, what's happening?
What's really going down, man?
Oh,
Jimmy,
man.
hey, man, let me just say this, man. Real big fan of you, dog. You already know that, though. We ain't really got to stretch that out. You know what I'm talking about?
Appreciate it, man.
And Jay Good, man, I appreciate you fucking with the kid, man.
Oh man, all good, man. Can I tell my story real quick, man?
Hey, go ahead and tell your story,
so,
man.
y'all know, well, for y'all that don't know, I do a show over at Pag Lounge, man, twice a month, plug. And one night we had Fly Mound Poets on the bill, came through, right? And so the homie IBEAST showed up at the door, right? And I kid you not, IBEAST was like, man, you must don't know who I am. Bro, I ain't know how to take that statement at the time, cause he came through real brawling, like I'm at the door. You're like, man, you must don't know who I am. I was like, bro, no, I don't know who you are, but I tell you what, I'm about to find out who you are today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was from that moment, that was our introduction. So, I immediately went in and checked him out, and, I heard the music.
Right.
And then I was like, okay, I see why, he carried himself a certain type of way, because he got that presence, and, he definitely got some good music, man. So, welcome to the Good Hennessy Show, man.
Yes, sir.
I already appreciate it, man.
All good, man. All good. So tell the people, man, like where you from, man, and this journey in music that we talking about. Like, how did this all start for you?
Man, I'm from the South. That's where I'm from. Fuck what you heard. You know what I'm talking about? Am I supposed to cuss? Don't
You
cuss.
good?
Oh, you
all right,
good.
man. You all right?
You know what I'm talking about?
It's too late now, man.
Fuck what you heard. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I don't claim no set place or no set city. We moved around a lot when I was a youngster. Never really had time to put down my roots and really grab a certain place, but I've been in a lot of places, and what I learned is that whatever you got, hold on to it, because it can be taken away from you. And where I'm from is the bottom, the under, the real bottom. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of niggas say they from the bottom, but niggas ain't never seen the bottom. And I seen the video, niggas in CVS's and shit, and this ain't got nothing to do with the Good Hennessy Show. This is the views of purely me. And I seen the videos of niggas in fucking CVS's and shit flashing like they came from the bottom. But, it ain't no good thing to come from the bottom, because my kids, I want them to come from the top. So God good, man. He done blessed me to be on this show. He done blessed me to be still alive, still eating. I done gained weight. I'm overweight, man. To the dismay of my old lady. She want me to lose weight. She be begging a nigga to drink these green drinks. But,
Hey, man.
God good. I be trying to tell her, like, it's a blessing I'm overweight. You ought to be thanking me. Tabernacle, holy water, church.
Hey, man, you a fool, man.
Again, man, thank y'all for having me on here, man. But I'm from the South. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
I ain't from nowhere.
I got you, man. Hennessy, man, how y'all meet, man?
Where I met him through my partner, Sal.
Okay.
Speaking of the Sal.
Yeah.
Sal Johansson, shout out to him, by the way.
Shout out.
Met him through him, man. He played me some tunes or whatnot. And the first thing I said was, man, what part of Texas is man from out?
Yeah.
I'm talking about like the old school Texas, though. I ain't talking about, the Texas that today Texas.
Got you. I got you.
That old school Texas. And I was listening, just listen to the records and stuff like that. And like one of the probably one of the first underground rappers I heard actually talk about real estate and the raps and shit.
Yeah.
That's what stuck out to me. It wasn't the same old, stuff that we hear all the time.
Yeah, I got
talk about real estate. And he actually, like you say, he come from the bottom. I want to say he talked about being, like kicked out the house or something like that. Like all them real stories, man. Like tell us a little bit about that. And what was the name of that project, by the way?
Man, what you talking about Cadillac Diary, man.
Okay.
It's interesting, I understand everything now. You know, when I was a youngster, I didn't really know. Didn't really understand it. You know, I was bitter. You know, my life is just it's just something to show other youngsters how not to make mistakes. But when I was young, you know, my daddy got hurt, and this is well known about by people who listen to my music. But my daddy got hurt at a young age, and he came back. I thought he left us, and he came back home on a stretcher, and I understood that it was my duty to get some money, and like Jimmy just said, you know, it is what it is. So. Excuse me, I'm fucked up. What
I was just saying, give us a little bit of background about that story that I was hearing about you getting, you know, saying you was kicked out the house.
Yeah. So basically, you know, I would save up money. I would save up 2 bands, and the 2 bands would get taken to pay the rent and to turn the lights back on. I would save up bands again. The money would get taken to pay the rent, turn the light back on. I apologize for being fucked up. And at one point, I just decided, fuck it. I'm not finna tell my parents I got no money. Because my mama used to wash the clothes, and she would notice it. All this money in my pockets. What are you doing? So at one point, I just decided, boom, cool. I'm not going to say nothing about it. I'm just going to stack this paper up. So I had a box Chevy, but the box Chevy was fucked up. I went and bought me a Bubba Chevy. When I bought the Bubba Chevy, I was proud of myself. I didn't ask my daddy for help. I didn't ask nobody for help. I went and bought it. I went and bought it cash, $3,300. You know what I'm talking about? I asked my daddy to come outside and look at it, because my daddy know how to work on cars. He know what time it is. I said, come out here and look at my car, Daddy. My daddy came outside to look at the car. He, you know what I'm saying? I say probably about 10 minutes. He looked around it. He looked up on it. He looked inside it. You know what I'm talking about? It was suede inside. You know what I'm talking about? The motherfucker, it was bubble-eyed. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, if you from my generation, Jimmy know. Yeah. Good, know. You got the bubble-eyed motherfucking Chevy. You doing it.
You good to go.
All right, you know what I'm saying? The motherfucker was, you know, the numbers didn't pop up like number. You know what I'm talking about? I can't remember what the name of it is, but the motherfucker popped up 0, and then it went up. You feel me? The digit.
Yeah, the
digit.
So
that was important to me back then. So I had my daddy to look at it, and he looked at it, and he said, it's nice. I hope you can live in it. I say, what you mean? He say, how you stuff out my house at 12 o'clock today? I didn't understand it at that moment, but now I understand it, because when I did buy it, I bought it because my box Chevy was dying. I needed to get to work, and I was riding with my best friend Dustin, who is really like my brother, because I don't believe in calling folks best friends. But my boy Dustin, you know what I'm saying, white boy, that's a different story. But I was really fucking with him, and we was working at Pitney Bowl. And he told, and basically we had saved stacks of paper up, and I had went and got the Chevy, you know what I'm talking about, and my dad told me, I hope you can live in it. And at that point, I didn't know I should use that money to turn the lights on. See, I had 2 baby sisters, but I didn't know I should turn the lights on. I should pay the rent. I should do this. I should do that. Because I had already did all this stuff for so long, and I just felt like I didn't did that enough. I need to get myself something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's time for me to get myself some. So when they kicked me out, I never came back. And when I hit the streets, I tried to live with my sister Aloma for a little while. Aloma was like, you know, well, you can stay over here. My mama was staying over there already because the light was out at my daddy's house. So my mama was over there. My 2 little sisters was over there. My niece was over there. My sister was over there. This is a 2-bedroom apartment. So I'm sleeping out in my box Chevy. So I said, fuck it, I can't do this no more. You know what I'm saying? So you already know what time it is, time to break a bitch. My brother-in-law, Ja, put me on the game, and you already know what it is from there. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga gotta get some money.
Word.
You know, I'm listening to the story, man, and it's like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm conflicted. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand I understand your dad's thought process, but I understand your thought process too, because it's like, how old were you at that time?
At that time, I was 19 years old.
19, right? So at 19, your dad had ever, you know, he had every right to be like, it's time for you to go. You know what I'm saying? Because like you mean you're 18, you're a man at that point. It's like go and be on your own. At the same time, you getting a Chevy was just your thought process saying like, man, I've done so much here. I ain't had a chance to do nothing for myself. So I want to do something for myself. You know what I mean? So it's like I get both sides of it. It's like, you know, your dad kind of maybe used that Chevy, buying that Chevy as a situation, be like, man, it's time for him to really go out and be a man and be who he gonna be. Right. You know what I mean? But at the same time, he probably just didn't like, you know, he may have not said it the right way, because you held on to that for a little bit, right? Like you said, it took you a while to really understand what he was doing.
Yeah, I mean, I held on for a long time.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, he could have simply said like, man, son, it's time for you to be a man. Like, you too old to be in the house. Go out here and do your own thing. You know what I'm saying? But the way you put it, it had your head kind of like, man, I work hard. You know, I've been paying bills. Like, let me go and do something for myself. So, you know, I get it, but I can see how that dynamic kind of mess your head up, because it's like, man, like I'm still young too. At 19, you don't know everything you know now. So, you know, I get it. I understand it too, man. But that's definitely one of those things that kind of stick with you and help shape and mold you to become the man who you are now. You know,
man, definitely, man. You know, ain't nothing for free out here, man.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
What I'm talking about? And you can't be out, you can't be out here balling and, you know what I'm talking about, shot calling and shit got to get done. You know what I'm saying? When shit got to get done, you got to do it, and you can't have fun. You feel me? And I learned a lot from that situation. And I mean, honestly, to this day, I'm still bitter about it, because at that time in my life, I was, you know, I didn't graduate high school at 18 years old or 17. You know, I wasn't no smart nigga, and I got held back, so I spent 5 years in high school. So I was still in high school at 19 years old. And it ain't my dad's fault, it ain't nobody's fault, it's my fault, you know what I'm talking about? But, you know, I think I was too focused on money. I was too focused on Cadillacs and big cars and Chevys and shit like that. And I think my daddy had to tell me that for my next progression in life. You did.
Definitely. So I know you got the new album that's out right now, right? The Steady coming up. Yeah. Right. Talk to us about that project, man, and like, you know, what the progression from the Cadillac Diaries to this, like, you know, the growth in your music and everything.
Well, it's interesting you asked me about that, man. I think a lot of people, and I talked a lot about this, man. A lot of people may be disappointed instead of coming up. It's a project that I hold close to my heart, because, you know, Jimmy knows some beats you can write a song on in 5 minutes. It just pours out of your mind, you know, pour out of your pores. You feel me? With Steady coming up, that's one of those kind of tapes. Every song on there poured out of me easily. You feel me? But the thing about it is, it sounds like 1992, 1991, 1993, and a lot of motherfuckers from this generation ain't gonna understand or feel that, because, or even motherfuckers from my generation, because they was so busy listening to, you know what I'm saying, Shape What Your Mama Gave You, and music that wasn't from our area. You know, my wife even, she talks about, she a music head. She love music. She can quote rap lyrics. But if I play 8 Ball and MJG coming out hard, you know what I'm talking about, she can't quote that was before my time. If I play some UGK riding dirty, she can't fuck with it. You know what I'm talking about? Pocket for the Stones, she can't fuck with it, because people from the South didn't fuck with the South when we was first coming out. And I listened to a lot, and that's another topic for another day, you know what I'm talking about? But long story short, that's what it sounds like. It's a lot of hi-hats, it's a lot of real instrument sounds, you know what I'm talking about? Instead of coming up, it's basically me talking about me steady coming up. I started from the under. See, you hear me say, I started from the under and I made it to the middle. I'm a literal speaker. When I say I started from the under and I made it to the middle, I mean I started from the lower class, under lower class. When my parents had me, I didn't go back home to a house or a room. I went back home to a backseat of a car because we was homeless. Then we made it. We had to struggle and get up to the projects. Then we had to struggle and get up to Peachtree City, which if you're from Georgia, you know Peachtree City is where it's at. But we was in apartments and we was living there because I had already got kicked out of Fulton County school system, so we had to get out of that county.
Gotcha.
It was my fault. But long story short is, when I say I made it to the middle, I mean I made it to the lower middle class. I made it to the middle class. You feel me? And that's a big deal to me. So a lot of folks, that's normal to them because that's where they came from. But for me, I made it to the middle class. So God good, you know what I'm talking about? Hopefully when I have kids, I'll be able to buy them Christmas presents. I'll be able to put them in a decent school system, because a lot of the stuff that I'm going to be able to do for my kids, a lot of people able to do for their kids, that wasn't for me. So when I say I started from the honor, that's what I'm talking about.
Man, your story. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a few people out there that can relate to you, but it actually kind of made me appreciate what I got more.
But Jimmy, stop flexing, man. You know you relate.
I do, but
Stop flexing, you know. Come on, man. I mean, the thing is, Jimmy over here flexing like, your story. I wish I could relate. Where did he come from that? You know, you know what I'm saying? We come from that. That's why he fucked with me. You know, but I think that's why I make the music I make, because so many people make Aston Martin music, Maybach music, shooter, kill music. It ain't enough regular people out here like me and Jimmy. Like if you hear Jimmy talking about his lectures and everything like that, if you were really a Jimmy fan, you would know what I'm talking about. But when you hear Jimmy talking about the stuff he talks about, we make music for regular people that regular people can relate to, because I make that kind of music because I feel like more people will be able to relate to me than people who can relate to Aston Martin, or people who relate to I'm smoking Kush or good all the time, Like, we are people who do what we can do to survive, do what we can do to get to the next level, and do what we can do to get a feeling.
Right.
When I say a feeling, I mean tips, I mean high, I mean whatever we can do. We ain't out here trying to flex like we something we not. And that's what I make the music. That's what I make my music for. You know, I make music for people who trying to get to the next level. People who ride in 150s, not people who ride in Lamborghinis and all that type of shit like that. I'm making music for people who regular and normal and proud of being able to be normal.
Right.
You proud of that Honda Civic you bought. You proud of that Hyundai Sonata you bought. You know what I'm talking about? Not no fuck nigga out here lying about some Lamborghini or about some daggum Charger that you got on H out here flexing. We proud of it. You know what I'm talking about? And that's what I do it for, man.
Word.
Hey, you're over here preaching, man.
Word. Nah, that passion though.
No, man.
No, that's real talk though, because like the truth of the matter is, like, I'm hearing him say all these things. It's like the average person don't have that, right? So if you're always talking that, like, how can I relate to what you got going on when all you talking about is, you know, Maybachs, you know, Benzes, like, and don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with wanting that,
Right.
but sometimes you got to meet people where they at. You know what I'm saying? Like, now it's a different thing. You can talk about Cadillacs and all that, and then as time go by, you know, it's a step up.
Right.
It's a step up because now people feel like they growing with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, as opposed to like, man, today I got that Maybach.
Right.
Bro, a Maybach costs about what? $250,000, something like that. I don't even know how much it
That's the
costs.
smallest one.
Yeah. You gonna push out about 4 of them things.
So, you know what I'm saying? But let's keep it real though. $250,000, right? Like, $250,000. You know what I can do with $250,000 instead of buying one car?
Yeah.
Like, bro, I can really right now like go and buy like 10 properties, foreclosed properties, and flip.
Right.
And make, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, our mentality is saying like, we gotta have that Maybach. And what you gonna do? You gonna ride around and you gonna flex, and then what happened? What happened when it's time for that oil change, bro? And they tell you like,
it's about getting from point A to point B.
Yeah.
Preferably, I'd like to ride big in between that time.
Yeah.
But if I can't, I can't. You feel me? And like you just said, man, I could never. My favorite car is a Bentley. You feel me? A two-door drop top Bentley. You know what I'm talking about? Preferably pomegranate like the pimp head. But I could never in my life buy a Bentley if I got anybody in my family who don't own a house. I just can't do that. And as long as I can buy houses for $100K, why would I buy a $300K car? It just don't make sense. Why would I not buy 3 houses instead of buying a daggone car? It just don't make sense. I could buy 3 houses and rent them out. I could increase my assets instead of buying something that's gonna decrease in value. You know what I'm talking about? You learn that there are things that accumulate in value when you get it, and there are things that decrease in value as soon as you get it. You know, there are names for that stuff, and I knew those names for that stuff, but I fucked around and drunk so much till I forgot those things, and it was fuck it.
It's all good, man. You broke it down for the people.
Exactly.
That what you said is enough to get people attention to understand it, man. Like, so this project that you got, how can people, number one, if they want to buy the project, how can they purchase it, and how can they connect with you?
Man, go to newgarebellion.com. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out Kana Epps. You know what I'm talking about? She created it for me, and if you want to get your internet, your website stuff done, is go ahead on Facebook and type in Kana Epps. I would tell you how to spell it, but I'm fucked up. But it's newgarebellion.com. NEWGAREBELLION.com. Fuck with us. It ain't just me. It's the whole New GA squad. My boy Courtney, which is Fame. My boy Trailblazer Music. My boy Boys. You know what I'm talking about? All of our producers. My boy Walt. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, man, go ahead. Check us out. India Catrice. Now, let me just tell you, India Catrice, angel voice, heavenly voice, you know what I'm talking about? So it's all of us on that one website. You can buy Fly Minds music, which is bars and Trailblazers music, you know what I'm talking about? You can buy their music. I got a free tape on there, you know what I'm talking about? And you know what I'm talking about? Just check us out, man, you know what I'm talking about? And we also have the Rebellion, which is a newsletter that we're gonna be dropping soon. So dope. I appreciate y'all fucking with it, man. Just check us out, man.
All good, man. Well,
hey, no, real briefly, I want to touch on you going out to San Antonio. I think that's where y'all went, and then filmed the video. I'm talking about loaded up the van, like the Sprinter type van, went out there and shot a video. Like I like stuff like that, because you ain't scared to hit the road and do your work. Right. How was that experience for you though out there? How did they receive you out there? Because I know it was love.
Man, I tell you about San Antonio, man. And this is close to my heart, man. It's a blessing, man. San Antonio was a blessing, man. I met Scrap through the internet, me hustling on the internet, telling people to check my music out. He fucked with me, but I didn't know he was a plug, man. I didn't know he was the Gorilla Drink plug. You know what I'm talking about? And in San Antonio, Gorilla, like I silk Gorilla Drink. You already know what time it is, man. But you know, I didn't know Gorilla Drink was so big as it is. In San Antonio, it's almost like Drink is in Houston. You know, and I don't want to tell you what's in it, but I put my white with it, you know. And kids can drink Gorilla Drink that's virgin. You feel me? So it's like a mix, you know what I'm talking about? But long story short, man, I went out there to that Texas. My whole team was fucking with me, and that's a blessing, man. And a lot of people ain't got that, you know what I'm talking about? And they accepted us. They accepted us with open arms on the Gorilla Drink video. We went out there again. Even more people came out, and you can see that on the 32 Wines video versus the Gorilla Drake video. They accepted us, man, with open arms, man. I'm taking pictures with folks. I felt like I was almost famous, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? It just feel good. Folk want me to sign their tapes. They want to take pictures with me, man. I couldn't even move around really, man, because every time I took one, literally, I'm not exaggerating, every time I took a step, let me get a picture. Let me get a picture. And this is just not with females or just not with regular. This is the OGs, man. I'm talking about the killers, man. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the motherfucking money getters. You know what I'm talking about? Like, and the regular people who are just important as those people. You know what I'm talking about? Like, this is people who I never met, but they listen to my music and they fuck with it the long way. And I'm gonna tell you something else. I was talking about Kanai earlier, man. Every trip I done made to that Texas, Kanai done came with me. If you looking for a real individual to fuck with you on this video shit and fuck with you on this camera shit, fuck with Kanai. She done came with me to Texas. You know what I'm saying? And she fucked with me the long way. And I'm going back to Texas in January, and I'm not gonna be able to pay her because we ain't shooting no video. I didn't think nobody was gonna come, but she told me, fuck it, I'm buying a plane ticket and I'm flying with you. We going out to Texas.
Love.
And that's real shit, man. Kanai Epps, look up on Facebook, man, on the real, man. But you know, and this boy Jimmy right here, man, he one of the first people who let me feature on his music. Like, believe it or not, you listen to my music, a lot of people think I'm good. A lot of people think, oh, that nigga good at rapping. I may be all right at rapping, but niggas don't fuck with me like that. Radio station don't fuck with me. DJs don't fuck with me. Nigga don't fuck with me. But this nigga right here let me fuck with his music, and I'm very thankful and I'm grateful for that. You know what I'm saying? So, small things go a long way. And the fact that they let me be on this show, man, I'm grateful, man. I never forget shit.
Hey,
That's what's up,
grateful
man.
to have you. Grateful to have you present for sure. Let the people know how they can reach you on social media, man. You
want to reach me? I tell you what you do. Reach in your back pocket, take your debit card out, go to newgarebellion.com and spend some fucking money. If you ain't spending no motherfucking money, don't try to reach me. Do you dig? No, I'm just bullshitting, man.
But he for real though. He for real though.
You know what I'm talking about? But nah, man. That Facebook made me change my name back to Jabron Harris. That's my government. So G-I-B as in boy, R-A-N Harris. You can reach me there at Facebook. And that's my actual page. My fan page is IBEAST. That's IBEAST. You can reach me there. I got a YouTube, which is Jabron a Beast, GIBRANABEAST. You know what I'm talking about? You can reach me there, and of course, please go to the website. You can reach me at newgarebellion.com. Again, that's newgarebellion.com. And if you got some shit for me, you know what I'm talking about, you want to sell, young nigga, you can reach me at 449017429, and I'll come to your front door with it, pussy nigga. Already.
We ain't gonna edit that out. You got to put your number out there. Now look, let me tell you one thing about putting your number out there. People will call you. They will call you, and they will text you. So just be ready for them calls.
Yeah, man.
As long as y'all buying albums, that's the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
But bitch, I'm married, so don't be trying to text me up.
Hey, it's all good, man. Well, look, bro, we appreciate you coming through, man. We gonna go to your video. If you wanna, introduce your video. The
already, man. It's 32 ounces, man. You already know I fuck with Snow Cone Addiction. You know what I'm talking about? It's 10 Gorilla Drink till I'm dead. It's New GA till I'm dead, and it's New GA to Texas. And it's 32 ounces featuring T-Poke out there San Antonio, the legendary T-Poke. And I appreciate you fucking with me, dog. Already.